Hi, my name is Eduardo Villalobos, and today I will be presenting my final presentation for the multimodal module of the class RWS 1302, which I will be presenting my app, Radius. Now, Radius is designed specifically for young adults aged 18 to 30 who struggle with social isolations in urban environments. According to U.S. Surgeon General 2023 advisory, loneliness affects more than half of American adults, with young adults reporting the highest rates of the entire investigation. Our target audience isn't just people who are lonely, it's people who are already out in the world, walking around their city, but struggling to make meaningful connections. I will go ahead and start signing into my app with two placeholder accounts I made. Go. Here's one, here's the other. Now, the purpose of Radius is to achieve one measurable goal, and that is to increase the number of real in person social connections made by young adults. We measure this through successful meetups. When two users mutually agree to meet, they will receive a, a suggestions page where they can meet up based on their interests. Unlike social media, which keeps you on your phone, Radius ends every interaction by getting you off the app and getting you to meet new people in the physical world. Now, my credibility of this app is built through three main things. One is built on real science. We have a custom weighted priority algorithm that scores compatibility based on interest importance, not just interest overlap. So, for example, we could put gaming at the very top. For example, George has gaming as one of his interests. But if we move gaming higher on Eddie's stack and save, George will score incredibly high. See, he scores a 50% minimum. He didn't score any higher because there's also other interests on the stack, but he scores better compared to someone who has concert in their stack, which I'm sure Bob has. It also has a safety first design. We have mandatory emergency contacts that are used when mutual agreements are made before location sharing. That way, when the meetup goes wrong or you meet up with a bad actor, the emergency alert system, which is powered by Twilio, will send a message to them. Well, the emergency screen will send a message to the emergency contact to tell them that they feel unsafe, they feel hurt, or they need to be picked up. Finally, we have a real technology stack. We have Spring Boot or Java as my backend, PostgreSQL as my database, and the front end, which is basically what you're seeing, built with Flutter or powered by Flutter. Now imagine this. Imagine you move to a new city. You have hobbies, interests, passions, but no one to share it with. You scroll through social media and feel more lonely than ever before. Radius was built specifically for that moment. The blue pin on the map is you. The red pins that will appear once you mutually accept someone nearby are other people who share the same interests you do. You simply do one tap, one request, and one meetup, and that's it. There's no such thing as endless swiping or ghosting or algorithms designed to keep you addicted to your phone. It's just real people, real places, and real connection. Of course, this is all backed up by science. For example, according to Cigna, 61% of Americans report feeling lonely. And young adults aged 18 to 34 report the highest loneliness rate of any age group. Face-to-face interaction is proven to reduce loneliness more effectively than digital communication. And finally, the average person spends 7 hours per day on screens, but less than 1 hour in meaningful interaction. Now, to conclude this video, I will go ahead and demonstrate what happens when you want to request to meet up with someone. Let's say you want to meet up with George, which is this phone right here. You request. It says here, meet request, Eddie wants to meet. Press accept, and you're both taken to the suggestion screen. It just takes a bit for this one. As you can see, there's a bunch of places that are recommended based on the interest you have. So example, coffee, you have Starbucks, you have Whataburger, you have Jamba Juice, and even have a little chat button at the bottom to negotiate where you guys want to meet up. So for example, we can say, let's meet up at Jamba Juice. Well, Jamba wrong, but it appears on this end. As you can see, and it works backwards too. How about Whataburger? As you can see, it works both ends. And that is my app. I hope you enjoyed it. I worked really hard on it, and thank you for watching.